Hello world, from whichever time zone you're catching me from, my name is MD90. Welcome to my YouTube channel. If you're not subscribed to the channel, make sure you hit that subscribe button, turn on the bell notification to all so that you do not miss the uploads that come up. And the easiest way for you to navigate the channel is to head to the playlist. You'll find videos curated for you based on your interest. So if you're interested in the Kutika podcast, you'll find a playlist for that. For news and trends, there's a playlist for that. Exclusive with MD90, a bunch of playlists that are created based on your interest. So the easiest way to navigate the channel is head straight to the playlist and you'll find what you're here for. Consider becoming a member of the channel. Right next to the subscribe button is the join button. You click on the join button so that you can become a member of the channel. You support the team on the production and a number of things that we're doing here, and we appreciate that.
Well, Zambia celebrates the performance of Muzala at the Olympics. So Rana Muzala did an outstanding performance a couple of hours ago at the Olympics today. So there's been a number of nationwide congratulatory messages that have been coming to him over the same. So this is what happened. So Emmanuel Mwamba also posted the same his run. So he says, congratulations to Muzala Sumkonga for qualifying to the Olympics 400 meter semi-finals. So he moves on to the semi-finals, and this is the outline of the results. So the second person that followed him was a gentleman, B. Ndori from Botswana, our neighbors here. And if you look at the difference between their times, there's just a number of seconds there. So probably in the next match or run, you'll be hoping to beat Muzala there. So I hope my brother does not rest here and become comfortable because of the celebratory messages that are scrolling all over social media as the nation celebrates him. Let him keep the focus and bring the gold and not the silver or bronze, any of those three metals. But yeah, so he did an outstanding performance. He was the first, but followed by Botswana. They both did 44 seconds. Yeah, and then those milliseconds behind there. So the difference is very minimal. What is there's been a gold rush in Zambia, in Kasempa. It should be like just less than 48 hours. So a video trended just less than 48 hours ago of a gentleman driving by. Let me show you the video as I talk so you have an understanding of what's going on. So this gentleman was driving along Kasempa Road, and then he took note of the number of people that had come along this road because of the discovery of God on this road. So he was simply saying, look at everybody's here, foreigners, and then he was mentioning the number of cars that were camped, in Kasempa because they had discovered God and people were having a gold rush pretty much in this area, trying to make a killing before anything else would happen. So he posted this video like just about 48 hours ago. It trended on everything. It was on every social media platform, TikTok, Facebook, YouTube, just name it, everywhere. The video went viral on every platform. So once the gentleman was simply explaining, everybody is here. Look at the number of people coming from Lusaka, the Cobble Belt, and everything in this particular video. So once this video trended, obviously you expected the government to have picked it up, and also the police picked it up. So you can see a number of tens people have come to in this area to prospect for God, to see the opportunity at this gold rush. So once this video trended, the police also picked it up, and no sooner than they had posted that video, they responded, and I'll show you the response of the police after this discovery of God in Kasempa. So Emmanuel Mwamba posted the video now, the current video that followed that video of that gentleman posting to say, look at the number of people that have come to Kasempa to discover God here. And then the police responded. So Emmanuel Mwamba posted this video now, the latest video. I'll show you the video, but let me read the caption. It says, police fired tear gas to disperse these prospecting for God in Kasempa Road in Kasempa. The last few weeks, there has been a gold rush in the area with people coming from as far as Copper Belt and Lusaka, camping in the area to try their luck at discovering, mining gold. Pretty much, they've been camping in this area to mine gold, and they're trying to change the lives of their families. So the police responded in this way. So they fired tear gas in this area. So these are people in the area that were complaining. You need to let you have a snippet of the sound. You can see that that's where that
ndikuyamba apo chekuno anja vintu vaonongeka ndimo mwachosa kweti yonse
and did a cleanup of the area. You can see some of the people carrying a genset there. Most of them had camped there for a number of days, trying to prospect, and some with success, some with nothing. So now later on, the news started spreading of what had happened in this area. And Emmanuel Wamba later on asked to say Sujilite, mine and Chembe closed, Kanseseli God and Mwinilunga closed, and Kasempa God closed. What are you doing with this wealth? So he simply asks to say, since they're kicking out these illegal miners, what is the government doing with this wealth that the local people are discovering? Then Jada responds to Emmanuel Momba, says they are closing it for Zambian citizens, then allowing new PND and their PND cadres to start mining in those for their bosses. So he alleges to say once government kicks out the locals, and it's been passed on to those people, he says, allegedly. And then the police later on responded because the news trended of that tear gas video of those people who had been dispersed. Then the police had to respond, says this wasn't from the Zambia Police Service. They say refuting claims that of two being killed by police in Dengwe area in Kasempa. August 4th, 2024, the Zambia Police Service wishes to address and refute recent claims circulating on social media that two individuals were killed in Dengwe area of Kasempa, Northwestern Province, during the operation conducted by our officers. We categorically state that no such incident occurred. The operation in question was aimed at removing illegal miners from the area, and was carried out successfully. At no point did our officers discharge live ammunition at the individuals present at the scene. So all illegal miners were successfully removed from the site, and the operations proceeded as planned without any incident of violence or serious injuries. The allegations of individuals being killed are entirely false and misleading. So it seems like there was some news of some individuals being killed during that tear gas dispersion. Well, that was aimed at removing those miners, and the police refute that to say no one died in that incident. Only tear gas was used so far. What is the former head of state Edgar Chagwa Lungu visited Matthew Ngosa's funeral home, where the funeral is being held, and he signed the book of condolences. That's where that particular video comes from. And he also, this is the video in question. He signed the book of condolences. He was accompanied by village there, and there's still one number of officials, including Rafael Nakachinya, the Secretary General of the faction run by Edgar Chagwa there. So you can see the number of people surrounding him. And the comments were like, no, take a picture of the handwriting. Because people celebrate his handwriting. I mean, people ask yeah. So he was at Edgar Matthew Ngosa's funeral home there. So Spartigo say sixth president of Edgar Chagwa Lungu earlier today signed the book of condolences when he visited the funeral house for the legendary gospel artist Matthew Ngosa, who died on Thursday, 1st August 2024. And then you can see there, Joseph Mwape says, "Can we see the handwriting, please?" Yeah, so most of the comments were around that, trying to see Edgar Lungu's handwriting. And then another picture from the funeral home says, Edgar Chagwa consoles Mrs. Tesila Ngosa, the widow of the late renowned gospel artist Matthew Ngosa, at a funeral house in Lusaka, Chamba Valley area. So that's Matthew Ngosa's, the late Matthew Ngosa's wife, Tesila Ngosa, there being consoled by former head of state. And then the PF have been questioning to say, this was posted by the Patriotic Front, say, when they wanted to work with him, meaning Emmanuel JJ Banda, you know that story around Emmanuel JJ Banda. President Hakainde Hichilema with Petauke, independent member of parliament, Honorable JJ Banda. So they've been bringing up the number of pictures that were taken between Emmanuel JJ Banda and the current head of state, President Hakainde Hichilema, to say, when it was looking beneficial for the party, they brought him close, but now whatever is happening around JJ Banda. What is the head of state officially opened the agriculture show with his guest of honor from Burundi. So he put up this message and a number of pictures accompanying that. So the head of state said, fellow citizens, we were honored to host His Excellency President Evariste of the Republic of Burundi as a guest of honor at the 96th Agricultural Commercial Show in Lusaka. The show's theme is creating a competitive future, highlights the importance of a private sector collaboration in farming, industry, commerce, and which can employ our citizens, especially the youth. So this year's show takes place during a challenging time as we face the worst drought in living memory, affecting 84 districts, and most of which are from key agricultural areas. We are responding to these challenges with short and medium and long-term measures, investing in climate smart agriculture, precision irrigation, and water harvesting. We are willing to share our experience, particularly in seed development, with our sister country, Republic of Burundi. We once more express our gratitude to the President of Burundi for donating 5,000 metric tons of relief food to Zambia, demonstrating African solidarity in the face of natural disaster of a sister country. And then he signs it off, Hakainde Hichilema, President of the Republic of Zambia. So these are some of the images that came from the agriculture show, with a guest of honor from Burundi, Evariste, the president from that side. And these are the images of the show ground with the president was touring the stands. And this particular picture was interesting. Showgoers waving at the head of state, President Hakainde Hichilema, there at the show grounds. What is in the news? This is in the news diggers. The headline was with regard to Musa Mwenya. So Musa Mwenya narrates how Justice Ministry blocked him from speaking. Anti-Corruption Commission wasn't fighting current corruption. So if you know, Musa Mwenya was a former chairperson of the Anti-Corruption Commission. And he's been speaking from the day that he got fired or when their board got dissolved. And people have not been listening to him to say, because, you only start speaking when you lose your job. But it seems like he's determined to win back the grace of the general public, to say, I tried to speak, I was just muzzled, pretty much. That's what he's trying to say in that headline, to say he tried to speak, but the Ministry of Justice blocked him. And now people would ask, say, why didn't you quit? But anyway, he's trying his best to gain back the graces of the general public, because he's lost it. He's speaking to an empty room at this point. But we wait and see. He has to prove himself. I just hope he does not implicate himself with those statements. I'm pretty sure that he had sworn an oath. It's I don't know if it's different from what the one that ministers swear, where things that happen in cabinet you are not allowed to divulge them. So I hope as he anyway is a lawyer, I'm sure he knows how to walk the line as he shares this information of what happened in the Anti-Corruption Commission. I'm sure he walked a thin line where he does not implicate himself, but shares as much information as possible. We wait and see how that plays out. This was in the Sunday Nation. This is today's newspaper. And then what else? This is in the Mass newspaper. Then Gary Nkombo says the Munyaule market will eliminate threat of being an epicenter of disease. And then also in Zambia, corrupt people are glorified, and those that fight corruption are fought, observes Masebo. There, that's a headline coming from the Mass newspaper. And then right after visiting the funeral house of the late Matthew Ngosa, Edgar Chagwa went to Bowman Lusambo's house to go and see those twins. So those two babies that you see, the young baby in white, the girl that is holding Edgar Lungu's hand, and the one that is holding the lady in black, that's Bowman's wife. So those two babies, and those are twins. They are named after Edgar Chagwa, the guy, the boy there, and the girl is named after Esther Lungu. So those are the twins that Bowman Sambad named after the former head of state. So after visiting the funeral house, he decided to go and visit Bowman Sambo and his children at their home. So these are some of the images that were shared from that interaction of Bowman Sambo and the former head of state, with the twins named after him and his wife. And some of the images that the people was also sharing from that interaction. These were taken at Matthew Ngosa's funeral home, where the former head of state visited with his Patriotic Front team. That's the news, ladies and gentlemen. Have a good night. And if anything else comes up, I'll keep you posted.